Hey there, what's up? Dr. Ray here with the Learning Liaisons. And guess what? In this video, you're going to get access to my recently recorded Praxis Core Writing webinar. Yes, that's the almighty Praxis Core webinar where I'm going to show you my blueprint for success to nail not one, but both of your constructive responses on your Praxis Core Writing in your upcoming exam through ETS. So stay tuned, watch the video, throw a comment, like, subscribe, share this among your friends, but let me know you're there watching and you're on board with first attempt success. Give me a hello in the comment box right now and let's get rolling. Let's learn the blueprint on how to pass your constructive responses on your Praxis Core Writing exam right now. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So a quick hello here. Let me know in the chat box. Just say hello for the group. Let us know where you're participating from, what city and state. I am sure that we have people from around the country here joining since Praxis is a national exam. So I'll give you guys a second. Give me in the chat box. This is going to be an interactive session. I'm going to be asking you guys questions. I'm going to have you guys help me. We're going to be writing an essay together. I'm going to walk you through the blueprint. So get your fingers ready to go type. And don't worry, I'm not going to judge you on any typos. Don't worry about that. But we are going to be constructing a prompt together. So my goal here when you're done is you have a clear, concise vision of what you need to do to pass, right? Because when it comes to the constructive response section, we're not talking multiple choice here tonight. We're talking about the essay section, the 2 essays. Time is not on your side and you need to know what they're looking for and how they're grading you. That's the key. They don't care about the facts. They don't care about your opinion. They want to know that you're hitting the rubric and you're answering the question. So sit back, relax, get your fingers ready to start typing because you guys are going to be helping me out because tonight I'm going to teach you how to crush the constructive response section of your Praxis Core. So if you haven't done so already, I see Jamie. Jamie's from West Virginia. Thank you, Jamie. We had about 80 something, I think 87, 88 teachers sign up. I just posted this last week, but obviously I can tell that a lot of people have got busy lives in teaching. So they wanted to sign up and stuff, but I understand things come up. So you guys are in for a treat. We got a nice small group here. So I'm here for you. So consider this a one-on-one tutoring session. So let's talk a little bit here. So if you haven't met me yet, if you're in our Praxis group, most likely you are, because that's where I posted the link. My name is Dr. A. Jason Ampel. I'm the owner and the founder of the Learning Liaisons. We started providing test prep for teachers and school leaders back in 2014. Over the last year, we've been developing our Praxis courses. So we welcome you. Now we're moving across the country. We tackled in Concord, Florida, because that's where a bulk of our courses are from. Now we're moving across the United States, providing you guys with amazing Praxis prep to help you pass on the first attempt. So just a real quick about myself, because I don't want you to think I'm some crazy guy just making stuff up. I'm a teacher just like you. I'm sure some of you guys are aspiring to be educators as well. Taught 10 years in public schools, 5 years in middle school, 5 years in high school, and I taught for 10 years at the University of Central Florida. That's in Orlando, Florida. Number 2 largest university in the country, go Knights. So if you guys are another college, more power to you. But I've been at Knight since I'm doing my master's from University of Central Florida and my doctorate from UCF. Born and raised in New York, went to SUNY Albany, upstate New York, if you're familiar with that school for my undergrad. Came down here in 2000, met my wife, got jobs, started teaching, got my grad degree, my doc degree, and then started this company back in 2013 and started doing these workshops and stuff in 2014. So enough about me. All right. So are you ready? Let's go. Quick pop quiz. What show is that? Anybody know what show that is on there? Nobody? Uh-oh. All right, let's keep it moving here. All right, so I know everybody here wants to pass their core writing test. Obviously, that's why you signed up. But yet you're dealing with all these ridiculous tests by the state or your state, wherever you are, that are not indicative of your teaching skills. If you have failed these exams before, you need to realize that your Praxis Core Writing or Core Math or Reading or any Praxis, any certification exam is not indicative of how smart you are or how great of a teacher you are. They're not. It's a pure performance. You're showcasing a certain level of skills to show that you're proficient in certain areas, just as a check mark in a box for your teacher certifications. You need to understand that. So a lot of people I meet and talk to that have failed the test numerous times beat themselves up. They get down on themselves to think maybe teaching's not for them. No, it is for you. We need you in the classroom. We need you to get on to more important things, which is teaching our kids. So this is just a speed bump. I'm going to get you through this. So it makes teachers feel depressed, anxious, and questioning their careers. I met a lot of people over time that think, maybe it's not for me because I can't pass these exams. No, that's absolutely false. If you have a passion for helping kids, you're in the right field. It's obviously wrong when teachers and college students feel that way. So here at the Learning Liaisons, we've helped over 7,000 teachers over the years on their journey towards passing their certification exams and becoming a teacher. And it's not because we know the questions on the test. Nobody knows the questions on the test. It's because of the support that we provide you. So in our courses, in our webinars like this, on our YouTube channel, we are here in the Facebook group especially to make sure you have what you need to be successful. It's all about motivation and support because we understand your pain because we've been through it ourselves. I've been through these exams. All the teachers that you see on our website, they're in the videos of the different courses that we have for Praxis. They've been through the certification process as well. They've been through your exams. They know your pain. So we're not new to this. So here's what we need to do about it. It's very simple. Follow along today, ask questions, soak it all in, and then practice what we model here today. And there's a reason why you need to do it. It's very simple, because if you don't, you won't be able to keep your job or get into your college of education, and we don't want that to happen. I know that sounds brash, but I'm very transparent. I'm an educator just like you. My job is to make sure you keep your job or get into your degree program, because you're one of two groups participating, whether you're watching this recording or watching this live. You're either a college student that needs to pass this for your program, or you're a classroom teacher who needs to pass this to keep your job. It's very simple. So we want you in the classroom because we need you. So we want a good thing to happen. We want you to have that passing picture and send that to us. So if you want a good thing to happen, can I get you to type capital YEP in the chat box? Go ahead and give me a yep. It's your second quiz here. Not yes, yep. Give me a yep in the chat box if you want a good thing to happen. Nice, nice, nice. All right, so here we go. This is your first picture opportunity, not of me, of the prompt on the screen. So what we're going to do here is we are going to analyze and write out and plan an argumentative prompt. Now, obviously, I don't have to tell you, you already know this, that you have to write 2 essays in a short amount of time. So you really don't have a lot of time for planning here. I'll be honest, because I've taken this exam. I know time goes by very quickly. So I'm going to show you how to plan. I'm going to show you my blueprint for success, but this is something that you have to practice and memorize the plan and then write. So what we're going to do is we are going to analyze and write together a response to this prompt. So if you want to go ahead and take a picture of this right now, this is your opportunity. So I'm going to read this to you. We're going to plan it together. We're going to write it together. And we're going to go through this. I'm going to answer every question. So if you follow what I teach you here today, you're going to be golden. All right, so here's the prompt. School uniforms are a necessary policy to fight gang violence at schools where that is a prevalent issue. Uniforms also force students to focus on their academics rather than the distractions of individual style and fashion. I support the idea that all schools should mandate school uniforms for all students. So that's the prompt. Now here's your question, here's your directive. Discuss the extent to which you agree or disagree with this statement. Support your views with specific reasons and examples from your own experience, observations, or reading. All right, so let's start easy. Someone tell me, use your microphone, put in the chat box. If I put this in front of you right now and had you write this, what kind of structure would you use? Would you do like 1 paragraph, 5 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, 4 paragraphs? How many paragraphs would you use to answer this question? What do you guys think? Lucia says 4, Shawana says 2, I got 4 from Jessica. What do you guys think? How many paragraphs would you use? You can use your microphone or you can put it in the chat box. Remember, you're going to get as much as you want out of this, as much as you engage here. So I'm here for you. What do you guys think?
I would do 4 paragraphs.
4 paragraphs? Okay, I'm seeing a bunch of people saying 4. I'm seeing 2s. I'm seeing 3s in the chat box. So here we go. So you're going to write I'm going to go through the structure. Like I said, we're going to write this out. You're going to do a 4 paragraph essay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No more, No less. Remember, I'm going to give you right now, here in a second, the blueprint for success. And the blueprint is 4 paragraphs. I'm going to give you the specifics in a second. Now, next question to the group is, if we're doing 4 paragraphs,
honey, I think he muted me
the question
because
says,
when he was asking for an answer, it said like this guy wanted to unmute you, and then it said stay muted or unmute. So, uh-oh, did I lose him?
no, I hear you. Is that you, Jessica?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Can you mute me again? I'm sorry.
Yeah, you can mute yourself, but I'll do it. You're fine. There you go. All right. So the next question is, it says about talking about whether you agree or disagree with it and talk about your views to answer the question. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask everybody a question. How many talking points should you have in this essay? How many things that you should discuss? Because it's asking you to discuss the extent to whether you agree or disagree. So how many different points should you use? Since we have a 4-paragraph essay, should be pretty easy at this point then. What do you guys think? 2 points, 3 points, 1 point? So I'm seeing some people say, well, it doesn't say pros, cons on here, Vasia, but I get what you're saying there. Right? So you've got an intro, and we're going to get into more specifics here in a second. We got point number 1, point number 2, and a conclusion. That's it. You're going to have 2 talking points, meaning if you agree with this or disagree with it, you're going to have 2 reasons why you agree with it or 2 reasons why you disagree with it. I would tell you to be very hesitant to going for both sides. Pick one side, because I know some of you guys are thinking, can I do agree and disagree? Can I be confused and not sure? Stick with one side. So 2 agrees or 2 disagrees. So quick recap, 4 paragraphs, intro, point number 1, why you agree or disagree, point number 2, why you agree or disagree, and then conclusion. All right, so let's keep it moving here. Now, here are your paragraphs. I'm going to switch my share here real fast. Let's see, hopefully I don't mess anything up. I got a couple of screens going here. All right, so new share. We're going to go to the desktop here. Bam. All right, so now you should see my PowerPoint. And here's another time where you need to be taking a picture right now, because this is going to go away soon. Do you guys see on the screen on the left, it says Praxis Core Writing Blueprint for Success? Do you guys see that? Give me a yes in the chat box if you see that. Hopefully I didn't mess anything up with my screen shares. You don't see that? It's blurry. Hold on, let me make this bigger here. It shouldn't be blurry. How's that? Is that better? No, it's not better. All right, let's do this. Does that get better? No. All right, well, let's change the share then. Let's do it a different way. That's what I get for trying to be fancy. Here we go. All right, do we see that now? That should be better. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so you want to take a picture of this. This is your blueprint for success. If you follow this like we're going to do here today, you will ace both of your constructive response. The same blueprint works for argumentative and source-based. And we're going to walk through all of this. So as you can tell here, we've got 4 paragraphs. Intro, paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4. All right? Introduction. What we're going to do here is we're going to have to switch this up. I want you guys to take a picture of this. All right, because I'm going to go back and switch this up to the slide so I can write this out for you. So go ahead and take a picture of this so you have it. If you're on a phone, take a screenshot, because this is going to go away here for a second. So I'll give you guys a couple seconds to take a picture of that. We got pictures. We're ready to go. All right, let's keep it rolling here because I respect your time. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's switch this up. Share my iPad. There we go. All right. So you'll see I put the question on the bottom again, the statement. This way we don't forget. At least you have that on the screen. All right. So what do you think the lines represent on the screen right now? What do you think those lines represent?
Your sentences for the paragraph.
There you go. So here's the thing. Here's a caveat to this because I've taken this test. It's a little different from other certification exams when it comes to the essay. You don't have enough time to plan. So I'm going to say that right now. You do not have enough time to plan out your essay and nail it. So what I'm going to show you here, it takes practice. Once you practice it and you memorize this blueprint, which is not hard when you go through it, it's pretty repetitive. You're going to have it in your head and you're going to write it as you go. And then you'll have time to fix some sentences when you're done. But I'm just going to say that again. You don't have time to plan like we're going to do right now. You could practice it at home to build up speed and momentum. But when you go into your ETS testing center, you're not going to have time to do this, even though they give you paper. So it's all about practicing and getting it ingrained in your head. So here we go. So let's go to the introduction. Number one on the blueprint for success you guys took a picture of is to introduce the topic of the essay prompt. Very broad and not necessarily tied to the question. So what the heck does that mean? Well, I have the prompt on the bottom right hand of the iPad. Someone tell me or put in the chat box in 1 or 2 words, what's the topic of this essay? Very simple. What's the topic?
School uniforms.
That's it. School uniforms. Done. So what you're going to do in sentence number 1 is introduce the aspect of school uniforms, anything, right? So what I'm going to do right here is I'll actually, since we're doing it here, I can write the sentence out, right? So what we're going to do is all we're going to do is introduce school uniforms, anything like, let's say, around the United States, and don't abbreviate. School districts are moving towards moving towards school uniforms. That's it. Okay, we're not talking about academics. We're not talking about gang violence. We're not doing any of that. All we're doing is introducing. Next sentence, we're going to tie to the prompt. So part of the grading rubric is structure, which is your use of transitions is a part of that. So your second sentence in any prompt that you get is going to start out with this transitional phrase. Since this is the case, comma, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to tie it to the prompt. So since this is the case, we're going to use the words from the prompt right here. Schools are starting to mandate school uniforms for students. So since this is the case, I'm just going to abbreviate here. Schools are mandating it. We'll write this out here. I'm going to go do the notes and then we'll write it out afterwards. All right. Number 3, state the claim of the prompt. Now, my question to the group is, what does that mean, the claim? Every prompt has what we call a claim. Does anyone know what that means? All right. I know what you're thinking. You're like, what the is going on here? I was just getting into this webinar and you just shut it off. How dare you try to sell me something? Well, the answer is no. I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I've got something great for you. I want you to watch this whole webinar. So call it coercement, call me whatever you want, but I'm an educator. I'm here to help you. Guess what? We've got a free, yes, I said free, a free Praxis study group on Facebook. It's a private group. but it's free. Just answer a couple of questions to get in. And I'm putting this video is in that group right now. You can watch the whole thing. No strings attached. It's in there for you because it's all about collaboration, working together with your peers, and more importantly, having a guide on your side, meaning the learning liaisons, myself, Dr. A, here to help you, to give you the knowledge, skill, and attitude that you deserve to pass your Praxis exam. So, quick recap. This video in its entirety is in our Praxis study group. So you're going to see right on this video screen right now the link to that group. Obviously can't click it right now, but if you go to Facebook and type in Pass My Praxis, that you'll see on the link right here on this video, literally right now. Just go to Facebook, put that in the search box, and you'll find the group. Request access. Bam, you'll get the full video in there. And we got a lot of other cool free resources, motivational support. We're here for you here at the Learning Liaison. So I know you were sitting there with your bag of popcorn, your soda pop or Coke or whatever you call it, wherever you are in the country. But don't worry, don't fret. I've got your back. We just got to mosey on over. Yes, I literally just said mosey to our Praxis group to watch the whole group because we want to help you. We want to provide the support that you need in our free support group, Praxis study group. So go to that link, go to Facebook, click that request button, and then you'll get to watch this whole webinar. All right, so remember, it's when you pass, not if you pass your certification exams. Dr. A here signing off with the Learning Liaisons. Hope to see you in the group real soon.